Self-Represented United States District Court, Central District of California. Stephen C. Oberdiear Plaintiff versus City of Beverly Hills Defendant. Complaint amendment for case No. LACV 23-04158 RGK damages pursuant to 42 U.S.C. 1983. Jury trial demanded, yes I jurisdiction. 1. This court has jurisdiction under 28 U.S.C. 1331 as federal question arises pursuant to 42 U.S.C. 1983. 2. Venue. 2. Venue is proper pursuant to 28 U.S.C. 1391 because defendant is a state government official and the plaintiff resides in California. Three parties. 3. Plaintiff's name is Stephen C. Oberdiear. Plaintiff resides at 1500 McLean Street, Ridgecrest, California 93555. 4. Defendants named herein are 5. The City of Beverly Hills, having a municipal address of 455 North Rexford Drive, Beverly Hills, California 90210, and 6. The Beverly Hills Police Department, having a municipal address of 464 North Rexford Drive, Beverly Hills, California 90210, and 7. George Elwell, a person of the full age of majority and an employee of the Beverly Hills Police Department and the City of Beverly Hills, having a municipal address of 464 North Rexford Drive, Beverly Hills, California 90210. 4. Statement of facts. 8. On May 2, 2014, Sean Sadegod, a very powerful and wealthy resident of Beverly Hills, California, filed a criminal complaint against Stephen C. Oberdiear, plaintiff herein, alleging that the plaintiff was sending threatening messages to Sean Sadegod and that the plaintiff had placed a box containing a bullet inside Sean Sadegod's residence on the date of May 2, 2014, at the time of 1 p.m. 9. Sean Sadegod provided no proof or evidence of the allegations he made against the plaintiff. 10. Detective George Elwell failed to conduct any investigation of the allegations made against the plaintiff. George Elwell chose to simply take the word of the wealthy and powerful Sean Sadegod, and arrested the plaintiff on May 15, 2014. Detective George Elwell also covered up evidence which would have exonerated the plaintiff and further created fraudulent evidence to support his malicious prosecution case against the plaintiff. Detective George Elwell engaged in forgery, tampering of evidence, and Brady violations. The City of Beverly Hills Police Department and the City of Beverly Hills had a policy or custom that allowed or encouraged the fraudulent and malicious actions of Detective George Elwell. Further, the City of Beverly Hills Police Department and the City of Beverly Hills have failed to properly train and or supervise its employees, which resulted in the violations of plaintiff's constitutional rights. The actions and or inactions of the City of Beverly Hills Police Department and the City of Beverly Hills are clearly deliberately indifferent to rights of plaintiff and other members of the public. 11. Overwhelming evidence, including a sworn statement by the California state-appointed expert, Thomas Guzman, proves that Detective George Elwell fraudulently created evidence against the plaintiff, including by means of forgery and by editing and manipulating video evidence, and also withheld exculpatory evidence, a Brady violation, which would have easily exonerated the plaintiff. 12. The City of Beverly Hills Police Department and the City of Beverly Hills has a policy or custom, which may or may not have received formal approval through the City of Beverly Hills Police Department and the City of Beverly Hills official decision-making channels, which is unconstitutional and or encourages or allows unconstitutional violations of the rights of members of the public. 13. The City of Beverly Hills Police Department and the City of Beverly Hills has failed to properly train and or properly supervise their employees, which has resulted in the violations of plaintiff's constitutional rights. 14. The defendants have caused severe financial, mental, and emotional damages to the plaintiff by their wrongful actions. 15. The defendants' actions caused the plaintiff to wrongfully be incarcerated for more than 2 years. The plaintiff appealed the trial court's ruling and the appellate court unconditionally reversed the trial court's judgment in 2020. 16. The plaintiff immediately began pursuing legal action against the defendants after the appellate court's reversal. However, the trial court still had the option of retrying the case and did not enter a final dismissal of the matter against the plaintiff until March 30, 2023. The plaintiff's amended complaint is timely as the trial court did not enter its dismissal vacating of the matter into the minute record until March 30, 2023, and any action taken prior to that date would have been premature. 17 defendants have caused severe financial, mental and emotional damages by their wrongful actions. Defendants have violated the plaintiff's 4th and 14th Amendment rights to be free from unreasonable searches and seizures, and by malicious prosecution and false imprisonment. V. Causes of action. 18. Plaintiff's first cause of action. 19. Plaintiff urges that defendants violated his civil rights by unlawful arrest, unreasonable and illegal searches and seizures, false imprisonment, malicious prosecution, and unlawful confinement in custody. 20. The plaintiff is entitled to recover damages caused by the defendants pursuant to 42 U.S.C. 1983. 21. The plaintiff alleges paragraphs 1 through 15. 22. By defendants' actions set forth above in paragraphs 1 through 15, defendant, George Elwell caused and/or permitted the violation of plaintiff's 4th and 14th Amendment rights to be free from unreasonable searches and seizures, entitling plaintiff to recover damages pursuant to 42 U.S.C. 1983. 23. As stated by this honorable court, to state a viable Section 1983 claim against an individual, a plaintiff's complaint must allege that the individual's own actions caused the particular constitutional deprivation alleged, and individuals cause a constitutional deprivation when they, 1. Affirmatively act, participate in another's affirmative act, or fail to perform an act they are legally required to do that causes the deprivation, or, 2. Set in motion a series of acts by others which they know or reasonably should know would cause others to inflict the constitutional injury. See Lacey v. Maricopa County, 693 F.3 D 896, 915, 9th Sir 2012, and allegations regarding causation must be individualized and must focus on the duties and responsibilities of the defendant whose acts or omissions are alleged to have caused a constitutional deprivation. Lear v. Murphy, 844 F.2 D 628, 633, 9th Sir 1988. 24. The plaintiff herein expressly alleges that Detective George Elwell, and his employers, the City of Beverly Hills Police Department, and the City of Beverly Hills, did cause the violation of plaintiff's civil rights, to be free from unreasonable searches and seizures, from unlawful confinement in custody, and from malicious prosecution. 25. Further, plaintiff herein expressly alleges that the defendant, George Elwell, and his employers the City of Beverly Hills Police Department and the City of Beverly Hills, affirmatively acted, and did also participate in another's affirmative acts, and did also fail to perform acts that they are legally required to do that caused the deprivation of plaintiff's civil rights. 26. Further, plaintiff herein expressly alleges that defendant, George Elwell, and his employers the City of Beverly Hills Police Department and the City of Beverly Hills, set in motion a series of acts by others which they knew or reasonably should have known would cause others to inflict the constitutional injury. 27. Plaintiff expressly alleges that Detective George Elwell, and his employers the City of Beverly Hills Police Department and the City of Beverly Hills, had a legal duty to the plaintiff to act with honesty and truthfulness and to properly investigate the allegations made against the plaintiff prior to arresting the plaintiff, which Detective George Elwell intentionally and/or negligently failed to uphold. 28. Further, plaintiff expressly alleges that Detective George Elwell had a legal duty to refrain from fabricating fraudulent apparent evidence that against the plaintiff, which duty Detective George Elwell failed to uphold. 29. Further, plaintiff expressly alleges that Detective George Elwell had a legal duty to turn over exculpatory evidence to plaintiff, which Detective George Elwell intentionally failed to uphold. 30. Further, plaintiff expressly alleges that the actions of Detective George Elwell were the direct cause of the violations of plaintiff's civil rights under Section 1983. 31 As stated by this honorable court, a local government agency can be held liable under Section 1983 if the action that is alleged to be unconstitutional implements or executes a policy statement, ordinance, regulation, or decision officially adopted and promulgated by that body's officers, or where the action is made pursuant to governmental custom even though such a custom has not received formal approval through the body's official decision-making channels. Jackson v. Barnes, 749 F.3d 755, 762-63, 9th Cir. 2014, quoting. Monell v. Department of Social Services of City of New York, 436 U.S., 436 U.S. 658, 691, 1978, 32 As further stated by this honorable court, a plaintiff may also establish municipal liability by demonstrating that the alleged constitutional violation was caused by a failure to train or supervise municipal employees adequately. See City of Canton v. Harris, 489 U.S. 378, 388, 1989. To state a failure to train claim, a plaintiff must allege, 1. He was deprived of a constitutional right, 2. The municipality had a training policy that amounts to deliberate indifference to the constitutional rights of persons with whom officials are likely to come into contact, and 3. His constitutional injury would not have happened had the municipality properly trained those officials. Blankenhorn v. City of Orange, 485 F.3d 463, 484, 9th Cir. 2007. Similarly, a failure to supervise that is sufficiently inadequate may amount to deliberate indifference to a plaintiff's constitutional rights. Doherty v. City of Covina, 654 F.3d 892, 900, 9th Cir. 2011. 33 Plaintiff herein expressly alleges that the actions of the City of Beverly Hills Police Department and the City of Beverly Hills deprived the plaintiff of his constitutional rights, and those actions were made pursuant to a government/police department and/or city custom, even though that custom may or may not have received formal approval through the body's official decision-making channels. Specifically, plaintiff alleges that the City of Beverly Hills Police Department's custom of having custody and control of the security videos and/or routine and surveillance video equipment in the control of only Detective George Elwell and one other employee with whom Detective George Elwell worked, managed, supervised, and/or communicated negligently and/or intentionally permitted and/or encouraged Detective George Elwell to fabricate and fraudulently edit and modify evidence which was exculpatory to the plaintiff. 34 Plaintiff herein expressly alleges that the actions of the City of Beverly Hills Police Department and the City of Beverly Hills caused the violations of the plaintiff's constitutional rights by their failure to train and/or supervise the municipal employees adequately. Plaintiff further expressly alleges that the training policy and/or actual training of the City of Beverly Hills Police Department and the City of Beverly Hills amount to a deliberate indifference to the constitutional rights of persons, like plaintiff, with whom officials are likely to come into contact. Plaintiff further expressly urges that his constitutional injury would not have happened had the City of Beverly Hills Police Department and the City of Beverly Hills properly trained Detective George Elwell and its employees. 35 Plaintiff herein expressly urges that the City of Beverly Hills Police Department and the City of Beverly Hills failure to supervise Detective George Elwell and their employees are sufficiently adequate to amount to deliberate indifference to his, and any plaintiff's, constitutional rights. 6. Request for relief. 36 Wherefore, plaintiff, Stephen C. Oberdiear, requests compensatory damages, including general and special damages, in the amount of $10 million, $10 million, and all relief deemed appropriate by this honorable court. 7. Demand for jury trial. 37 Plaintiff hereby requests a jury trial on all issues set forth herein.